You know you've messed up, don't you, already?
No.
Were you ever in the military, question mark, you use very specific slang?
Yeah.
We've answered this. Kind of, no. But, no, I'll say this. No, I wasn't in the military. Also, I'll say this. You are welcome for your freedom. What? And that's all I'll say on it.
It doesn't matter whether or not... communist regime that promotes faith.
Frankly, I will confidently admit that I don't know. I will look into it. I haven't looked into it.
They don't exist
in that capacity. Well, I just think that again.
I'm not saying that all atheists are communists.
I know you're not.
That all atheists want authoritarianism. I'm saying that communism flourishes with an atheist population as they reject God. When you think your rights come from the crown, when you think that they come from the government, then the government can take them away. There's a reason why the United States is a little more unique, because they always mock Americans. Like, well, you know, like 1/3 of Americans believe in angels. Well, that's part of the reason why we even have the rights that we have, because we don't believe that our rights of individuality and the ability to collectively gather and to protect our rights come from anybody but God. Communism does not like people who have faith, because people who have faith in God and believe their life comes from God do not listen to the statist example of how you should live, because if that violates my faith, to us, faith is higher than state. And they know that. To people who have faith in God, faith is always higher than state.
And I get that. I understand that. I don't disagree with that. I'm not a Christian, but I can see that that's obviously how you guys feel. I will say, though, that I don't think you're correct when you say that in the absence of a God, that people then will look to the government to be their God. Because I can tell you now, a lot of my friends, especially back in Australia, are not Christian. Maybe they're agnostic, maybe they're whatever, but they certainly don't look to the government to be their God.
There's a saying that says the rights that you don't fight for today, your children will never know existed. So it's like, you know about rights that exist from a Christian state because it has been predominantly, to this day, we're still predominantly Christian. But in the theory of things, if we are not a Christian state, as we're moving away from, we're already seeing liberties be removed, and our kids will never know they existed.
I don't know. I still think that there's a lot to be argued here for how corrosive.
Blake. Very base take, Elijah. That was splendid. As look at what's going on in Australia right now.
My friends are right wing though, and they didn't vote for that.
That's base. That's good.
The majority of people in Australia don't look to the government as. I mean, most people I think in Australia want to be left alone. I think that it's not as simple as just being like, oh, you know, just because you're atheist means that the state is now your God. Haha, like you have to do everything the state says. Like, I just think it's lazy. I just think it's a lazy argument.
It's not lazy. It's just objectively true.
No, it's not. It's objectively true from the perspective of someone who has belief. But if you have no belief, or you have the absence of a belief in God.
It's objectively true that we all serve something.
No.
It may not be the government, but we all have a God.
We serve something. No, you're saying that as a Christian. Put yourself in the position of somebody who does not believe in God, and it's totally different.
You're your own God. You serve yourself. You serve your own dictates.
I'm not my own. That's the most Christian thing I've ever heard somebody say.
What is a God? What is a God?
I don't believe in a God. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's a moot point.
It's a master of who you are. It's someone who dictates and controls. It's someone that you serve, that
to
you worship.
To you, the Christian, the person who believes in the existence of God, I do not. Therefore, I would never look at an issue from that vantage point because it makes no sense.
But I know that you wouldn't. But if someone said this, like I know people whose their job is their God. It's what they serve, and they live to serve, and they would sacrifice anything to keep it.
This is such a Christian American perspective.
It's not. It's not.
It really is.
The state knows that. Even atheists know that. Is that you must?
Which atheists?
Is that no?
Who?
Let's talk about Karl Marx. Let's go into the Jewish atheist past. Let's go into the development of Marxism. Let's talk about the idea of the need, even in the Marxist doctrine, to eliminate the idea of a God and to take away even service, even rights, liberties, your own job. That's why they control your job, so that your job doesn't become your God. Because you can't even control that. That which you control, this is philosophers. All the way, we can go back to Greece. Philosophers, we all serve something. Something is our master. We don't have to use the phrase God. We can use master. Something controls you. Something is what you live for.
Again,
Everyone
this is a very Christian
No,
perspective.
this goes back to Greek philosophy.
It's a Christian perspective.
No. These are not Christians. These are pagans. We can go back to the point of...
paganism is a belief in
No. And my point is, as I'm saying, we do objectively all serve something.
Dude, paganism...
Either your own interests or the interests of someone else. And so that's when I say you're your own God. Maybe you're saying it is Christianese in the reality of using the phrase God. I can use the phrase master, which you can relate to, of who is your master? And you would say, well, I am. Then you serve yourself.
I think this take is exceedingly
based
American and Christian, and it's not.
Why do Chinese communists take advantage of it and try to use it to their whole plan is to usurp anything that they serve?
Let's go back to when the Chinese used to hail their emperors as gods, when they would see them as the sons of heaven. That was a whole thing. So I find this really odd because everyone wants to shit on people who are agnostic all the time. If you think that not having a belief in God somehow makes you more susceptible to being a drone of the state, I would argue that that is not based in reality.
I would say it's objectively based in reality.
I would say it's objectively not based in reality.
Doesn't that kind of imply that you wouldn't know freedom without God? Because freedom was
there
before
illogical.
God. You're relying on God to define freedom for you, then aren't you just serving another master?
Yep.
Maybe the correct one in your view, but...
That's all I was saying. Yeah, I just said if you don't believe in God, that's my point.
But freedom can come without a God.
It could, but it's not likely, and it's not the natural route.
Which, from a Christian perspective, Elijah, there are plenty of people, many of my friends, many of the people that I love and associate with, we vehemently disagree with that.
Not all atheists are trying to collapse their government or their society. Not all atheists are communists. That's not the point.
No, I know that.
Oh, is there a Crybaby Aliens fan in the chat? Oh, he complains that weapons can kill it, but a hook shoots through it. First off, in what fucking movie? When does the alien get shot with a hook in Alien? I've seen the movie a bunch of times. I've never fucking seen that. If you're referring to one of the many inferior sequels, hey, guess what, bitch? Aliens enabled those to get made. So maybe if Aliens wasn't made, if the shitty movie where the unkillable fucking monster suddenly is killed by bullets wasn't made, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Hey, did you know a really shitty thing that happened after the thing that I like and was enabled by the fact that the thing that I like became a huge success even though it's a massive piece of shit, just like lots of piece of shit movies? Hey, did you know that thing happened? Yeah, I fucking do. I wish it hadn't existed. And I also wish that your dad had reached for the condom. You wanted more interaction with the chat. Let's see here. I tease. Yeah, it's the fucking NPC meme.
What a shame.
All right. Drunken Camera Beard. Did you see Dick Masterson nearly got his head caved in by some Netflix Antifa smurf pushing him into a cement barrier for the mere crime of trolling by holding a sign that said jokes are funny? What the I did see that. I did see that.
Donald Hampton says, join me in prayer that Sydney shrinks for us short guys. I have patience. If you're ever in a wheelchair, I'll be there.
Oh, so sweet. I think this is the last one. Yes. I think Hostafarian here.
Look, if you ever get crippled, hit me up.
The Casanova Stratagem. Hey, Dick. If you read this on the air, please call me Tim. Okay. I wanted to share a method of talking to chicks in clubs that I discovered. Oh, wow. Which has helped me get over social anxiety, get several dates, and finally break a months-long dry spell. Wow.
All right.
I call this the Casanova Stratagem. It's done like this. Find a girl in a club you want to talk to. Walk up to her. Pretend you're an actor in a telenovela. And say, you're the most beautiful woman I have ever seen.
Suppose you should probably speak Spanish.
Spanish? Do you have to do it with an accent? You're the most beautiful woman I have ever seen.
Maybe. Just do your best Banderas. And
you're the most...
you bring a leaf blower was brought.
Can you imagine them? They're not going to do that. The Mexicans aren't going to retrofit their leaf blowers with electric leaf blowers.
I don't think so.
No way.
Plus, a lot of them are like family heirlooms.
They are. You pass it down from... father to son, and that's it. A Mexican family heirloom's only going down one generation.
Is that right?
They all get trashed.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. You've thrown away a bunch of your dad's shit.
Oh, yeah. No, I really want his chest of turquoise bolo ties. I can't wait to get a bunch of forks he made into jewelry. Guy has a lot of turquoise.
Does he really?
Yeah. He smuggled it.
Really?
Yeah, he straight up smuggled turquoise into the country.
That's right.
He had a turquoise mine that got expropriated or got taken by the government.
Wow.
Communists have been fucking over my family for generations. Really, it's real fucking annoying. And it's still happening.
Where was the mine?
Venezuela, I think.
Yeah. He spent a lot of time in Venezuela, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. His dad was a dam builder.
Yeah. Didn't he?
They went around a lot. He got raised in the rainforest.
Didn't he have a caiman? Speaking of crazy pets, like growing up.
Yeah.
He had like
an alligator. He didn't have that one for very long because
Yeah.
his mom got pissed.
Yeah.
And kicked the shit out of him. What was I going to? Oh yeah, pretend you're an actor in a telenovela and say you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And add to this something like you remind me of the moon and the stars, or something equally cheesy and over the top.
And also other things that appear in this sky. Sometimes a jet plane with a vapor trail. Occasionally a hot air balloon.
But with big luscious titties for me to suck on.
Sometimes a
big milkies. You remind me of the declassified UFO videos that the Air Force people watch, and they're black and white and they move very quickly.
The way
you've quickly taken my heart.
The way your eyes sparkle and eventually give me a rectal probe.
That's how I would do it.
You remind me of the pollution above the city. It's pink and green. Makes me sick. At this point, she'll usually thank you and initiate conversation. No, false.
And Elizabeth got so desensitized to all of this cruelty and violence that she laughed while a gypsy was punished for theft by being sewn to a horse. I mean, what little girl doesn't like ponies?
See, the problem is communism in the utopian technical sense doesn't stress that. It's just that ends up what actually happens every time they attempt to institute communism. That's because it's a utopian ideology, not a pragmatic one. The same is true of the ANCAPs. I like libertarianism. I am a libertarian, but pure ANCAPistan can't actually happen. Be great if it did. World peace would ensue. There'd be so much more wealth. Everything would be 10 times better, but it can't work. It's utopian, not pragmatic.
Is this what it feels like to have an aneurysm? Because that's what's going on. I feel like my brain is hemorrhaging and is about to burst open and some slugs are going to crawl out. It was not okay.
It's clappity. It's not comedy. They just say woke things and everyone goes
or they explain their jokes to you for 40 minutes.
I was raped.
Oh.
If these people who are insufferable communists who are destroying our entire country and our world hate life and are bringing about a system that I am opposed to, what kind of people do they hate? Because I'll probably like them.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I was called a white supremacist one time.
It's weird, though, how that becomes the primary insult. I'm sure you get that a lot.
I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you get called an Uncle Tom. That one probably comes out.
Yes.
I want Brandon to find this thing where this one actor was like, my pronouns are tree and tree self, because it was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
And it was real.
It is real, and if Brandon can find it,
I think I saw
just
that.
Throw that up on screen whenever you want, if you can find it, because I was just like, all right, I'm done.
But mushroom.
Look
there
at,
he is.
oh my God.
Besties.
Tree self. Like oh my God, bro, like fling yourself into a ravine. He's cute too. That's what's even more frustrating is,
You're attracted
you know
to plants?
I am attracted to trees now, apparently. No, what I think is such a colossal waste, and people, our like classic libs and whatnot will get mad at me for saying this, but I'm always like, when I meet a liberal dude that's really good looking or that's like sexy and, you know, tall and masculine and whatnot, I'm like, I hate you, you're a waste. I hate this because it's like, it's kind of like really, really attractive dumb people. You go, well, I can't do anything with you except look at you. And it's the same thing with people with whom I share no value system. I'm like, you're nice to look at, but it doesn't go any further than that. It's confusing and it makes me sad inside.
Does he like want to sleep with trees?
No, he thinks he is a tree. He
Maybe he
identifies
likes
as
the
a tree.
Ents. Remember the Ents from Lord of the Rings? He wants to just be with a tree washer.
Wouldn't that imply other people want to sleep with a tree?
Yeah,
if they sleep with him.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
Have you ever seen a pine tree in the
that
winter?
Is plant
it's kind of
sexual
sexy.
a thing? I'm gonna look
No, I have not.
No, I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. The people in charge now in the USA, they seem to be people with no respect for anything. And yeah, so nothing is secure anymore, right?
I mean, groups.
Superman is gay, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, the next Superman really should be paraplegic.
You know what?
Or quadriplegic.
I love the Superman. Do you know Superman's gay?
Or you know what? Dead. He should just be
I'm not
dead.
surprised though. It's good. Now it's better.
I like that he's gay. His comics are.
Does he have superpowers?
Yeah.
The boy. What are the Super Son?
He can't get AIDS. That's his biggest.
That's funny. It's great.
I've got Fat Watch.
Okay.
I got a stinger for it too. This is where we keep an eye on the fats. Brandon, let me pull up the stinger.
Are you guys fat phobic?
Yes.
Some of our best friends are fat.
That's the
This
stinger.
week in
Fat news. And what do you think about that? Here's the fat news. This is called medical fat phobia. It's when your arm turns red because you had to take a blood pressure test.
Off-label uses can be for like, semi trucks, but the primary use is
the family minivan is going to be like a U-Haul.
People of different size.
People of size.
People of size. Yeah.
Piece of
POS.
shit.
Yep.
See how she pulled her mask down to cover all the chins under there? I've noticed fats doing this. I'm a real...
Masks are a chin girdle for some people.
I've noticed the fats doing this quite a bit during the pandemic because they love the pandemic. They love that
a lot of people are getting fat.
And they love that they could finally rip on skinny people for something because they've been internalizing all the fat phobia for a year, along with anything else they could grab and reach and stick in their mouth. So now they've got this unvaccinated nonsense. It's like, oh, you're a carrier. You're a carrier. You're a carrier. They can finally flip the script.
It's literally meant to be a functional blade. And it is. I could probably shave my beard with this, actually. Hey, do you dare me? No. That'd be a Halloween video. Pischetti on Twitch. A sharp thing. Watch out, Styx official. You'll get banned from Twitch for some reason. Yeah, no. It's pretty cool. You could slice a person in half with this. You realize how long it took to sharpen this shit? It's meant to be functional. It's not just for decoration. This is if someone fucks with me by charging into the house, I just grab this, preferably without knocking the sheath down, and you're ready to go. It's rumble time. Should have gotten a cod piece or some shit. William Silva, but Styx, what if you having the saber causes people to break into your home to duel you? We must do everything to prevent the rise of random home invasion duels. Love your work. Happy Halloween. If they hit it up against this sword, their sword would snap in half. Clank, clank. Yeah. Close enough.
Is that what did they play that and put that picture in the New York Times?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the best shot I have of the attack, Sean. You can see me.
Oh, somebody's ready to.
He's shoved.
I think he is just shoved.
This guy in the gator right here has shoved me.
Yeah.
Has shoved me from behind, you can see.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a big bruise on my hip. I got one right here.
Oh, yeah, check that out.
Oh, yeah, dude. And this was, what was this? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5? You know how fucking bad a bruise has to be this bad after 5 fucking days?
It's going to go yellow next.
Yeah. You see the size of this enamel concrete ball? It's about 3 feet in diameter. So this, he shoves and shoves and shoves again. Right after this is when my head goes into the fucking concrete. But I'll get there.
Jesus.
So I'm like, all right. They don't want me here, fine. And then I'm just kind of off holding my sign.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, just that first one.
International news.
I
got assaulted.
No, comedian attacked.
Comedian attacked. Okay, so this is Vito holding his sign.
Yeah. And I'm going along. They're saying trans lives matter. I'm like, yeah, trans lives matter, whatever, having fun. And then the guy gets mad at me. I guess just watch it all the way through. Right?
Yeah, so Sean, you see the characters here? There's this old bitch in a rainbow mask.
She was all over the place.
I know. I was just going to say, that's like the blue shirt one?
Yeah.
Her and the same guy. Like the same people were going at both of us. Like
it's the same people who, oh, man.
They were coordinating it.
I think so, too. Because
it's the same people every time. And there was a bunch of other people there, but it was always those two or three.
These people are getting charges filed, I would assume. I mean,
I'm going tomorrow.
I have to file charges.
He's surrounded by an angry mob for no reason, and I'll play it right now. It's this guy right here. You see this guy, Sean, grabbing his sign?
Yeah.
Hands go up, grabbing his sign.
Right.
That's illegal. Can't be grabbing signs. People are holding at a fucking protest.
I don't think
That's
you can.
assault.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep going. He grabs it out of Vito's hands, destroys it.
Unbelievable.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? He's got a weapon.
Yeah.
Did you see how the same guy who yanked the sign out of his hand violently destroyed it, screamed at him that he was an asshole, then looked up with absolutely no like sudden clarity or fright in his eyes, screamed in a, I think, premeditated plan, he's got a weapon. In a crowd full of black bloc, Antifa, lunatics, people who are all shaking, they're so charged up with emotion. Yeah. That is a clear fucking incitement to assault that I have ever fucking seen.
Right. That's
there
the
could be
fighting
no other
words.
question.
I mean, yeah.
No other
That's
question
one of
than
the
incitement to violence.
May not be covered by free speech.
I'm going to play it again and I'm going to let it go.
I mean, what if he
Go
yelled,
ahead.
he's got a gun? Like, that would have been the exact
He's
same
leaving
thing.
it to your good because he knows what you have is the stick that he just ripped your sign off.
He just made you a weapon.
He just made it into a broader weapon.
Hold this.
Not he's got a stick, which he knows.
Right.
It's he's got a weapon. Could be a WMD, could be a knife, could be a gun, it could be fucking anything. It could be a joke.
It could be a sense of humor. I was just going to say, yeah.
I forget who I was talking with, but they're like, he made you a weapon.
Yeah.
It's not, he has a weapon.
He's got a weapon.
I gave him a weapon. I gave him a weapon. You know? What is this?
And that's Joe Cristalli, right?
That's Joe Cristalli, Netflix writer for the upcoming Frasier reboot.
I know we were all looking forward to the Frasier reboot.
I can't wait to see what great jokes this guy's got in store for Frasier. He seems like he's got a real good sense of humor.
I can't wait to see how gay Niles is. And now someone's shooing you out. Who's that?
That one security guard was like, kind of like, "Hey, dude, get out of here." Like he didn't say anything, but he was kind of like.
So the Netflix security guard, the one of two. I know there's
does and says nothing to the crowd, like, "Bro, leave him alone." He's deleted all his social accounts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he deleted his Twitter and his. I guess he doesn't like a bunch of people going, "Hey, why'd you assault a comedian, you psychopath?"
And then try to frame him for.
And then try to frame him as, dude. Yeah, as Dick says, man. Like I keep telling people,
he's got a weapon. Dude, and did you see any kind of switch in his eyes or his mind when he realized that there's a weapon? Because to me, it just seems like he was planning that the entire time. He's got a weapon.
As I try to explain to people, I've been to protests. Like, if you hear he's got a weapon, that's like a keyword for the Antifa kids to go, "Oh, let's kick the shit out of that guy."
Sure. Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
That's why if you look at me, I'm like kind of like, I've got a weapon. Ha 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 ha. Like kind of looking around like, is there someone behind me about to tackle the shit out of me?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the back, like I'm like,
I wish you would have let me know about that whole looking behind me thing.
Sorry, bro.
As I go back to me getting shoved head first. This one,
I'm
Sean.
sorry. Yeah.
You know what happened to me, Sean?
Slam the door.
After the Antifa guy shoves my head, smashes my head into the rock.
Yeah.
Who might be a Netflix employee. If you're one of the people sending me theories on who you think these people are and all their images and stuff, please keep doing it. I'm not gonna like make that hunt public because I really don't like the idea of falsely putting info out there. Like, I don't know, it might be this guy.
Well, that's why I waited. That's why I waited to put that Joe guy's name out. But the funniest thing about him is that there's media interview earlier where they're like, "Can you spell your name clearly and concisely for us?" He's like, "Absolutely,
You
it's
stupid motherfucker.
J-O-E-C-R-I." What the fuck, you moron?
They call me Joe, the sign crusher Cristalli.
Oh, you want me to drop my weapon?
Now, this, Sean, this is something they do.
There she is
because
again.
They are children, these people. I can't stress that enough.
Oh yeah, well that's triggered some deep fucking childhood shit. That's what big emotions go way back.
Way back. They get angry
for whatever reason,
and they grab at you. They grab at you violently, and they tear. They tear like I had the overwhelming sense when Joe was trying to yank my sign away from me.
Yeah.
Of my nephews trying to violently pull their toys away from me. I'm like, what are you doing? Like this is just wild and unhinged. And this is in line with their childishness. They also do this thing to you where they get up like inches from you and hold their
Not
arms
touching
out.
you, bro. Not touching you, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop touching me, bro.
So you can't move or advance other than a way they want you to.
Sure.
Which is illegal. You can't
block egress.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
This is assault. Any sort
It's
of
a weird little game of like, I want to go that way, and they're like, yeah, well, you can't.
You can't. You got to
Like,
go that
okay,
way.
well,
Like-
you're illegally blocking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they want you to like push them back and shove them.
right.
Yeah.
So-
They're like, you have a weapon. I'm like, okay, I'll drop my stupid stick. And they're
Right.
like, oh shit, we can't get him on that.
Can't get him on that.
Well,
Drop the
you're
weapon you
you're
gave me.
pushing against us. I'm like, okay, well, I'll put my hands on my sides then. like they keep trying to bait you into doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And this clip right here, this shot of Vito and this little, I thought it was a man from behind. You hear me in the clip shouting, "What's that little guy doing to you?"
I think it was a lady, but you can never know these days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I should have said, "What's that they doing to you?" What's that little they doing to you? This shot was taken by AP, Sean, AP News, and ran globally. Wait, was this the one?
This was Variety who did this one.
Okay.
Variety said, at times the protest threatened to devolve as counter-protesters pushed against peaceful protest or counter trans activists or whatever. There's no pushing here. Well, they managed to get the one still where I'm not laughing or joking, but instead I just look like the stereotypical white guy going, "I hate all the minorities."
Yeah.
Look at how he overshadows this tiny lady.
But it's
this
still
horrible bigot.
Like, what are you doing here that's for the public good? That's risking
But still, even that, it still does not look like a threatening pose.
Yeah.
Like you look
Vito?
relaxed. Like you don't look. That doesn't look threatening to me.
Yeah.
Well, they managed to find a photo where, well, I don't know. It suggested something. They did delete the photo though. They actually agreed. They're
okay.
They're like, yeah, maybe that was a misleading caption. Maybe it was.
She's standing with her arms up like Vito's just scored a field goal, and she's slowly advancing on him.
I'm just here to say that jokes are funny, people. Dave Chappelle is a funny guy. I love Dave. I don't know why.
Listen to this unhinged fucking harpy.
So Netflix said, "Oh yeah." Netflix had a brilliant idea. How much security should we hire? Two guys
who
we have 3 security, right? Well, no, Jose's called in sick. 2 should be good.
Those guys looked like they were 12 years old wearing ill-fitting suits. I'm like, I don't think these are security guys. I think they just like got their nephews to show up for the day. Like, can you hear what she's saying, Sean? She's saying she's yelling, "Repent, motherfucker! Repent, motherfucker!"
So it's
a religious zealotry.
Yeah, right. Same difference.
Repent, motherfucker.
Same difference.
Pray to the Church of Trans and Fauci.
There was some like longtime gay rights campaigner who wrote like a big article. I don't know what paper it was, and he's like, "We've become the religious right. We're yelling, 'Repent, motherfucker!' at people. What are you doing?"
I want Sean to see it. Hold
Guys,
on.
this is unbelievable.
Oh, bro, it
really
is
is
so much
I'm
worse.
so glad that I
such a week.
Man, you guys got to nail these fuckers to the wall. Don't lose your window
Let
here.
me tell you something.
These people are fucking felons.
I talked to an expert on traumatic brain injury because that day, even that night, I don't remember conversations I had with Vito.
I got concussed.
I have a lack of coordination. I was exhausted all day. I'm still exhausted all day. I tried to take my dog for a walk in the middle of the day the next day. I made it about a block. Jesus. And then I got the sun was fucking like weirding me out. I'm telling you, it feels like there's a big cotton hole. I came home and threw up.
Yeah.
From that little walk. I was like, this is outrageous.
Oh yeah, dude.
I have 2 concerns.
Yeah.
My first concern is that it will get better asymptotically, which means never. Like I will always be suffering some sort of impairment. And for me, this is
hopefully not.
This is disastrous. You know, like you never know. Like I don't know if it's better or not. Yeah. I don't know how this shit works.
Right. So first they put up this photo. You can see the photo of me through the tambourine, which, as everyone has remarked, is excellently shot. Very nice photo.
I can't believe that's not your profile picture already.
It's maybe I will. The original caption was comedian and videographer Vito Gesualdi shouts profanities at peaceful protesters as they beg him to leave.
What? Who reported this?
The Associated Press, which means it was on dozens of websites worldwide.
Unbelievable.
This caption was on every website because they just run the AP caption.
None of this is true.
None of it's true.
No, you yelled, "I love Dave Chappelle."
We just listened to it.
Yeah.
We just listened to what he yelled.
Yeah, peaceful protesters. This is 2 seconds after they broke my sign and shoved me backwards.
And said he's got a weapon.
Yeah, it said he's got a weapon.
And not a clear weapon, a weapon. Use your imagination.
Yeah. So they did run a retraction, but the retraction's almost worse. It goes corrects caption to remove reference to him using profanities, which he didn't do at the moment the picture was taken. Oh, so I must
Leave
yelled
it,
them some other time.
Right.
Here's the guy. Here's my assailant. I'm loading him up.
I have some footage of you and him staring each other down, but nothing.
Oh, afterwards?
Yeah, like afterwards. Remember you were like, he was like mad dogging you?
I think this guy who filmed it saved me from getting a severe beatdown.
Yeah. All these obscenities I'm yelling.
Yeah.
That's me in the background.
You got him right in the palm of your hand.
I'm where Vito just came from.
And Vito's he's acting in the most unthreatening way ever.
Yeah,
like
I'm being an idiot.
We really just showed up there to have a good time and do the We Like jokes funny. I honestly thought there would be no one there. So I had walked behind Vito here. So when I saw Vito's sign getting smashed and all the people cheering, I thought, well, I mean, all these people are just going bonkers violently. I thought this will be like a Muppet joke for another sign to appear, right? Deep, like behind him,
like,
behind everybody. Classic Muppet joke. Muppet, dude, like a shark fin. Dude,
right.
Dude. As I was back there with my sign, that old lady in the rainbow mask comes over and starts trying to cover up my sign. These chicken shit games that they do.
The tall blonde
She's
lady.
everywhere.
So I'm standing there with my sign.
Yeah.
With the We Like Dave in the background because I think Dave Chappelle.
They're such nice signs.
I know. I know how to make a fucking sign. You
Three
dummies.
little words.
Dave is funny.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I think Dave Chappelle didn't have to talk about cancel culture and all this stuff, but he did. He believes that this is a horrible thing that's happening in our culture, and he wanted to bring it out in the open in the way that only someone at his level can.
Yeah.
By joking about it, and it's being assailed by these fringe lunatics. And I really want it known that Dave is funny.
Dave is funny.
Dave is funny, and I like Dave. And that it's not
Jokes are funny.
Jokes are funny.
I like
And
jokes.
I like jokes.
I like jokes.
This mob isn't as powerful as they fucking think, and I want to give everybody a laugh, right? I hold it up. I'm holding it up with both hands, right? And then this guy, Joe, I think this girl pointed it out in the video. You know, hot girls, they're all over this stuff. They see, like, they put all their
They love
fucking-
true crime shit, like digging through this footage.
They're sending me LinkedIn profiles. I think it could be this Netflix employee was doing this, and that. This is the only footage I had. Sean, you can see me way in the back there, right?
Yeah.
Ashley Marie Preston for organizing this wonderful event to hold people accountable.
Whoa! Dude, that looks fucking violent. Yeah, and you're grabbing your head right away.
Whoa!
Damn. Yeah. I mean, you see we're smiling and having a good time, right? Recording. This is after Vito's sign was smashed. Okay. This is behind the... There's me holding my sign up. Dave is funny.
Right.
And this lady comes over and starts hassling me already. Right?
Everywhere.
Isn't that Joe? Yeah, he's like looking at you. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Over with the heart on his shirt. And he sees you arguing with this lady.
Yeah. I'm just holding my sign, right? I'm trying not to get touched by this lady. Like, she's come over. This is already assault, by the way.
She got in front of you.
She's pressing against me.
You're not putting your hands on her.
She's pressing against me, and I'm just trying to have, like, my person. Every time I move, she's pushing in further and touching me, right? That's fucking assault.
She's put her chest against you.
Here we go. And I'm saying I'm laughing because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
I'm
already
just
walking over to you. I'm so pissed right now.
So this is Joe Cristalli, right?
Yeah.
He sees
Right
my
there.
sign. There you go.
Yeah, no, he's entitled.
Right there.
He's
Bro.
That look in his fucking eye when he comes over like a
Can you give
shark.
me this footage? I want to make a video about this guy.
So now he grabs it. Look, he's on. I'm just holding my hand out like this with my sign.
Yeah.
And both of these white people, one of them a Netflix employee, has come over and forced himself between me and my sign, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's grabbing my stuff. Oh, no, he's grabbing my stuff.
Is that where they're going to say you're choking him because you're trying to grab your sign
I'm not choking him
back?
at all.
Yeah.
You got your
And here
hands on your
comes-
sign.
I'm grabbing. now I'm having both hands on my sign, and here
You're
comes
trying
the
to get your
Antifa
sign
guy.
back.
This guy's attacking me. This guy's attacking me. That guy. I knew what he was going to do.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
saw him
you yelled
coming.
it out.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Get this guy! Get this guy on! Yeah, he just
shoved me into the thing.
Yeah, because you were choking somebody, you fucking idiot.
No, I'm holding my pole.
Yeah.
Now they still got their fucking hands on my pole.
Yeah.
Still, they're still trying to fucking take it away. And this little
So you
bitch.
can see none of that is true. What he just said.
No.
Choke somebody. What the fuck is he talking
They're making it all up in real time.
Yep.
I'm holding my pole.
Wait, I thought that we knew each other. Wait, your name's Dad.
I'm all fucked up. My hair's all over the place. This guy's still in my face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why
is this lady?
No.
Dax Herrera.
No.
Dax. Dude, you don't need to stop touching me, okay? We went to...
See? He listens to her right away.
Right.
This is all. This is all concerted, man.
I'm gonna vouch for him.
Yeah, this is all a fucking violent team that Joe Cristalli is the head of. That they were going around and assaulting us. Well, I also have a fucking head wound at the time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know which way is up. You can see it in my eyes.
Dude, you're out of it.
Totally out of it.
Your brain's barely functioning here.
You can let go of my thing here.
You had a rape list of all the girls.
You can let go. No, I was not hitting
Rape
anybody.
list.
I'm holding on to my pole.
Dax,
That's
do you
it.
remember? No, you had it.
I'm going that way, bud. No, you guys are violent. I don't want to hang out here. I'm going over
I don't
there.
want to go either, but
I'm not choking anybody. I'm holding my pole.
I hope you're
So what you can do now?
Look at this shit.
To actually directly address me and say, what am I?
This guy's attacking me. This guy's attacking me. I can identify the Antifa guy. There we go. Shove and shove again.
No, I mean,
I don't know. I don't watch anymore.